Hi. How
Hi.
can I help you today?
I'm just feeling a little stressed and overwhelmed with the end of the year coming. You know, graduating, trying to worry about getting everything done. Trying to make this supposed to be the perfect 4.0 semester. Probably not happening, so it's just a lot building up at once.
4.0?
Yeah. Well, I hoped, out of one of the semesters to have a 4.0, to finish off, graduate strong with 4.0, and it's like now I don't even know that I'll get, I don't know. Physics isn't going well, so kind of worried about that grade. And, I can't just drop it because when I drop a minor and, it's kind of late in the game to just be like, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a lot, at once.
Sounds like you have a lot of doubt.
Yeah, because if I I thought it was going to be like a perfect semester, I'd get all A's, but then like my physics average isn't too hot with like my tests.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my homework's fine and like my labs are fine, but the tests just aren't very good, and it's like, I mean, I don't think I'll fail, but it's like if I fail, that's just going to wipe out, my GPA totally, so.
Right. So it sounds like you don't really have a lot of motivation going into this last few weeks.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Well, yeah, a little bit of senioritis, and it's like, like 3 weeks left, and I mean, I've already got enough credits to graduate. I'm already in grad school, like.
Right. So you've done everything you really need to do.
Yeah, it kind of starts like the whole like why bother, like it's not. I mean, it's not gonna get any better, like,
Right. So what are you thinking going into these next few weeks then? Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish?
I don't know. I mean, just kind of like get done, I guess. I just want to finish my classes and graduate so I can, leave Potsdam and, kind of be out of here. So.
On a high note?
Yeah, well, I'd like to finish on a high note, I guess, but like I said, it really doesn't matter, I guess that's where the lack of motivation comes in. It really doesn't matter where I finish,
Mm-hmm.
So.
And do you seem somewhat uneasy about like not knowing if that's okay?
Yeah, I guess, because it's like, what if, this semester isn't very good, and then maybe grad schools would be like, oh, well, she kind of like quit once she like figured out she was in, and
Mm-hmm.
so like maybe she doesn't have good work ethic, and then like I said, I wanted it to be my 4.0 semester, and I mean, even if I get A's and everything, if I get a C in physics, that's not a 4.0, like.
Right.
So
you're mainly concerned about physics.
Yeah. Trying to maintain that grade. It's just probably not happening.
So would that be the only class that you really want to focus on from here on out?
Yeah, mostly. I would say that's probably my biggest concern.
Mm-hmm.
It's just trying to, get through that and pass that, even if it's with a C, like just pass it.
It's not failing.
Yeah. C gets me through. C doesn't look terrible, but maybe C plus, plus thing. So I don't know.
Right. Well, it still seems like you are worried about not doing it. So, like, what kind of strategies have you been using to, even like get you to finish the semester strongly?
Well, I guess taking it like one day at a time, like just like checks off the box, like 12 days of classes in the semester, now 11 days of classes in the semester, like after that 10 days of class in the semester. So I guess that, just like watching the number go down every day, knowing that it's like closer and closer to being done and having a degree. But yeah.
Do you think that contributes though to your lack of motivation, to see how many days that you have left where like then you'll be free and you don't have to do anything? Do you think that's helping you not want to do it though?
Probably.
Yeah,
probably, because, like you said, then it's like, oh, yeah, I only have 10 more days I have to survive, and I don't, then I don't have to do this at all, so just make it through this, I guess, yeah.
Right.
Probably impacting the way I look at it.
Well, I think you could still probably keep marking down the days, but maybe you look at it differently. Being like, I have 10 more days to give it my all, or,
Yeah.
and that's it.
It's definitely a better way to look at it, yeah.
You could still have that, and it's still a motivation of like 10 more days, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of, just like tweaking.
Yeah.
A little bit. But still knowing that 10 more days, and like that's it.
Yeah. I guess that's probably a better way to look at it. More of a motivator than, like that I'm done kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That would probably work.
All right. What are you doing after school?
Not quite sure yet. I know I'm going to grad school in the fall, but I have like all summer that, I'm not quite sure, if I'm going to get an internship. Kind of need something that pays, so I don't know if it's like an internship or like, just some run-of-the-mill job, but like I just don't want, I don't want to work at like a grocery store with a college degree.
Right.
I don't want to be that
qualified.
guy. Yeah. I want a job that's gonna like, matter and like use my degree. So, but there aren't a lot for a psych major coming out to just be like, oh yeah, no one wants you with a BS in psych. No one wants it. So, so yeah, I guess it's just trying to figure out what I'm doing with the summer, working or interning. Yeah.
Okay. So really, you mainly just focused on right now, where you're at right now with school, and kind of putting when that comes along to the side.
Yeah, like I've applied for positions and stuff for the summer, but like the one I want, she doesn't interview until May. So yeah, kind of like pushing it off until it comes up, because I have to move across country anyway. So it's like figure it all out when it happens, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What can you tell me more about your work ethic out in school? Like, what's changed from you wanting the 4.0 to now maybe being like, if I pass, I pass. What do you think has changed?
I mean, it's like, senioritis is such like an easy way to say it, but it's like, the same thing happened in high school. It was like, cool, yeah, I'm in college, it's whatever, like, I don't need high school anymore, like, I'm already in college.
Right.
So now it's like, I don't know, the same kind of like internal attitude, like, what does undergrad matter? Look, I'm already in grad school.
Yeah.
No one's gonna look at this, but they probably will, and they'll probably be like, yikes, like, she didn't really finish too strong, so.
So you worried that they might think that?
Yeah, that, maybe they'll be like, oh, well, her grades were pretty good, they kept going up, and then, the last semester they just didn't go up anymore. Because, since freshman year, it's kind of been like, this steady increase, and like they've always been, above like a 3.3, and I mean, I guess even if I get like a C in physics, it wouldn't be failing. But yeah, it's just that I guess I set myself up to have a 4.0, and it's not gonna happen.
Do you feel like you're letting yourself down, or like the grad school down?
Probably a little bit of both. I feel like, because I set myself up and I said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a 4.0, like I can do this, like. I can have a 4.0 once, in my undergrad career, like one time, like that's not too much to ask for. So like in that way, I feel like I'm letting myself down. But yeah, and then grad school too, because I just worry that they'll think that like I'm a quitter, that I kind of like give out in the end, and I don't care enough to finish things, I guess, which is important in grad school. You gotta go get a job after, so.
Right. And when you say quitter, how does that like make you feel? Do you really think you're a quitter?
I don't know. I mean, like, one part, it's like, yeah, I'm graduating, so, I mean, obviously I didn't quit, like, I made it through, and, like, I have a lot of friends who did quit and, like, drop out of college, and, friends who just decided that they weren't even going to try college, because, they didn't even want to go there. So, I mean, like, in that fact, like, yeah, I don't think that I'm really quitting. I just, I don't know, that maybe quitting wasn't the best word, because it's just more like, I don't know.
You're slowing down?
Yeah, that I'm not, like, living up to, like, the potential that, I could be at.
That you put yourself at.
Yeah. letting down my own expectations and what I set, for the semester.
Right.
So, yeah.
So that bothers you a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because, it's just like, I mean, people say, set your expectations low so you never get let down, but it's like...
It doesn't sound like you're the person who follows that, though.
Yeah.
If you set yourself at a 4.0,
yeah,
doesn't mean you're failing or you're quitting anything. I mean, like you said, physics, it's not an easy class.
Yeah.
But you know that you could potentially do better. So
yeah, I think that's probably it, because, I waited until senior year to take physics, which probably wasn't the best choice at all. And in Physics 1, I did, really well. I got A's on all the tests. I passed Physics 1 with, straight A's. And it's just not happening in Physics 2. And it's just, not clicking. I don't know. I'm just not picking it up like I did in Physics 1. So, yeah, I don't know. And it's frustrating, I guess, for me, too, because it's more of... It's more, not understanding it than just, not getting the grade, because I don't think I'm picking, any of it up, if you asked me to do a physics problem, I'd probably have, no idea what you were saying.
Right.
So.
Do you think if you took the physics, first semester compared to now that you would be picking it up?
Well, I think the biggest difference is, coming in, most freshmen, they take, the chem, physics, calc, all together.
Right.
Which, it's not easy taking all of them at the same time, but it's everyone does it.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you need physics help, you just go and you ask, your roommate, or you go and you ask the kid down the hall, and, people did physics problems on the wall freshman year.
Right.
So it's now, even my roommate who's a sophomore is out of physics. So it's I guess, reaching out for help, I guess, with homework and stuff like that, is harder because, no one I know, remembers it. No one I know is really, they remember the general things, but they can't, help me, understand things, and I hate going to TAs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like my TA. So, I usually go to, friends for help on stuff like that, and, they're all, way past physics at this point, so.
Do you feel like you can't go to them? Do you feel, not embarrassed, but, do you feel like you're behind them, so you can't ask them for help? Do you know what I mean? Do you feel
Well, I ask for help, and, my one roommate helps me sometimes, but it's, you can only recall, so much of the information.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess I'm not, embarrassed to, ask for help. I don't know.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be smart, girl.
Yeah. It's more, I don't know. I just feel like I don't have, the resources for help that, everyone else had when they took physics.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you think not having the resources is also contributing to this senioritis that you're feeling?
It definitely allows me to think that way, because it's oh, well, if I can't get help, whatever else.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. But, yeah. I feel like the senioritis is more of, a, I'm just, eager to, leave, graduate, move, have my own apartment, not live in dorms, not be on campus, be over the college life, so.
A whole new experience.
Yeah.
And you're excited?
Yeah. I'm just, checked out, I'm already, ready to move, so it's, that's more, preoccupying,
right,
than school, so it just lets that go on the back burner.
Very understandable.
Yeah.
It's a whole new chapter of your life that you're ready to take on. You've been stuck. Not stuck, but you've been doing this for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
There's, a few more weeks left, and that's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are some of the things that you think you'd be willing to try for to finish out this semester? Maybe not now at a 4.0, but enough that you can walk away and be I did give it my all.
Well, I guess, I don't know, like you said, I think changing the way I think about it would make a difference, that, these are only, 10 more days that I have to, give it my all and, work hard and do this, and then I get a break, so, only 10 more days of, that work, that would definitely help, and, I don't know, just, keeping on track with, you know, what I'm doing, I guess, and not, you know, not letting it slide. So it's like maintaining like homework and, you know, studying for tests still and things like that, you know, versus just, you know, letting it go.
So would you say like sticking with your first semester study habits would be like somewhat of a goal?
Yeah, I guess 'cause that, you know, that would help me maintain, you know, yeah, at least, you know, the average that I like to be around. So
and not having you worry about getting below a C.
Yeah. That would help. Yeah. Just trying to, you know, sit myself down and do the work, I guess, is the hard part, you know. Just especially like, I mean, not yesterday, but like it's, you know, supposed to get nicer out, and, you know, there's more things to do. So it gets harder when it's nicer and, like, you know, graduating and, you know, to find the motivation to, you know, sit down and do it.
Right. So you sound really excited because you're looking forward to everything that is ahead.
Yeah.
When really we can't rush through all of this because this is the final stretch and it's what is important.
Yeah.
So really, like you said, living it day by day, seeing what each day brings and what you can, you know, mentally bring and like achieve throughout the day. Day by day is a goal. I think definitely that you can succeed at.
Yeah.
In the meantime, like not pushing away the stuff, but looking forward to it, but realizing that it is in the few weeks and this is where you are now.
Yeah.
You know, like really living like here.
Yeah.
And now.
That's the hard part. Yeah, because it's like you said, it's been, you know, 4 years here, so it's like this is, you know,
you're ready. You sound ready, and
yeah,
you're very excited to take that next step forward.
Yeah.
But it's taking the next few days forward, you know, instead of the next few weeks and the next month, and whatever excitement after is to come.
Yeah.
So, and I definitely say living it by day, and sharing your potential with your classes and really pulling through.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah, slowing it down. Yeah. It would definitely make it easier. Yeah. Day by day rather than, you know, a month in advance.
Right.
Yeah. That would help.
Yeah, it's definitely a good way to look at it. That would help you push through these last few weeks. For sure.
Yeah. It's not that much longer, I guess. Yeah.
And that's what you got to keep telling yourself. It isn't that much longer. If you give it your all, you can really walk away and being like, have that feeling of like, I did everything I could.
Yeah.
And I think you can look back on that feeling once you have it. I mean, you've already had very successful, almost 4 years now. I mean, looking back, that's going to feel great.
Yeah. Guess it's a good way to look at it too. That if I, you know, finish strong, that it'll definitely feel better in the long run than just, you know, drudging through it, you know, dragging my feet till the last day. So.
Right. You don't want to go through the motions. You want to, you know, still experience and love every day that you're here and try very hard. So you can look back and be like, I did it.
Yeah.
I was one of those people who didn't quit. And I achieved everything I could. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. All right. Well, we can meet next week.
Okay.
If you would like. And you can update me on how your days are going.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yes.